Hey guys.
Hola.
Welcome to another installment of The Adventures of Fox and Miles.
Yes.
I'm Miles.
I'm Fox.
And today, what are we talking about? What are you talking about?
Do black people RV?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So, I think this is a kind of an important question in general, particularly one for us because we are RVers that are black. But like in our culture, currently there is like a growing, I don't want to call it a fad, but a growing trend that comes with RVing, nomadic life, you know, like tiny life.
Tiny house living.
Tiny house living and stuff like that. And so I'm sure for a lot of people who are fans of like, what is it, HD TV and things like that, or you follow certain people on YouTube, a lot of those people are usually white or of the lighter complexion. And so it makes you question, well, do black people RV?
Yeah.
Do black people choose to do the tiny house living? And do they choose to live this nomadic lifestyle?
Yeah.
That seems that only certain type of people do.
It seems like a privilege. Like it's,
Right.
you know, like it's extra.
Yeah. So we wanted to, I guess, answer that question from our perspective.
Yeah.
But also, as time goes on, since we actually know other people that are black RVers and live nomadic lifestyle, we want to kind of bring attention to that and bring voice to that, so that you can realize if you are interested in that, if you're a person of color and you're like, I want to RV, I want a nomadic life, live a nomadic life, realizing that there are other people that are doing it as well. Yeah. So I guess we can start. Like, Fox, why don't you give your relationship, I guess, with
to RVing.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, my parents took me and my older brother out RVing sometimes. So we would RV. My father was in the military. He was in the Navy. And he would take us RVing. And so we would go to Georgia. We would go to Florida, usually like in September because all the kids, I guess, were in school. And at the time, I was really young. And my brother could come with us. Oh, I didn't even think about that. But anyway, so he would come with us. And so I guess because I had those experiences as a younger person, I didn't really think anything of it. Yeah. Like RVing was always, I guess, like a part of life or an option for me. Yeah. But I understand that not everybody has that experience. So when we started our channel and, you know, I guess people were surprised that like so many black people are RVing, that they don't see each other out there. It's like, wow, no, like that is true. Like when you look on travel channels or sure, the HD TV, sure, there might be some black people, but usually it's not us. It's not us who are RVing, who are, you know, dedicating all this money and stuff and all our resources to smaller living or to, I don't even want to say smaller living because there are people who live small without it being a choice, right? Yeah. So like when people see RV, they see it like, oh, you know, y'all are fancy, y'all got money, y'all are rich, y'all are like in good standing, because usually people have RVs and they also have houses, right? Yeah. And so if you're well-to-do, if you're well-off, that's great for you, you know? But I know my personal experience is that my friends, my family, while they are outdoorsy, a lot of them don't RV, you know? Yeah. Just because, again, it's seen as like this extra expense. It seems extravagant. Right. It seems like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like it is not decadent. It's another word for it. Indulgent. Thank you. Like RVing is like indulging. And so I guess that's my experience with RVing. I've seen, like, again, when we were RVing when we were younger, now that I think about it, I can't remember seeing a lot of other
people of color.
I don't know, but I don't know if that's true. Again, I was younger, so I don't know.
I might not remember.
Yeah, but I just don't remember a lot of like black people. I remember my grandmother, my grandfather, my great grandma, my brother, my mom, my dad. Yeah. But that was like my world, you know. So everyone else was just extra, right? But it was really interesting to me that many people don't find RVing as like easily accessible, but it makes sense again because it's seen as like an extra cost, another bill, or like when are you gonna have the time if you're working and the time and they don't give you 2 weeks off.
Right.
When are you going to find the time to RV?
Right.
When you're at home, when you're doing what you have to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not well to do.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make sense to buy an RV because it's like, well, when am I going to go?
Yeah.
You know, which is why a lot of people wait until they retire to RV. But I'm just blessed that I had parents who didn't wait till they retired and take me out on those experiences and be able to implant that idea in my mind for us. Yeah. So yeah.
For me, I had no experience of RVing or anything like that. Like, definitely, I would. So for me, RVing was kind of associated with like other outdoors. Camping kind of stuff, and even for me, like growing up, that was considered something that Black people don't do. Like, we don't go camping, we don't go into the woods and hang out in the woods, and we just don't do that. The most you may do is go fishing. You may go fishing, and depending, and you know, depending on
depending on where you are,
where you are and where you live, like, you know, there are, like, for me, at the last church that I was at, back home in Maryland, that was like the first time I ever really met like an outdoorsy Black man. Shout out to Deacon Ron, like somebody that actually goes like hunting and is really about that life. That wasn't something that I thought of or that heard or people did, but you know, it depends on where you live, how you were raised, and things like that. Like, people continue culture and traditions and stuff, and that wasn't something that I saw or heard of.
And that's interesting because my uncles are very outdoorsy.
Right.
I have an uncle that lives in New Hampshire. He hunts, he fishes. My brother is outdoorsy. My mom is. My dad was. So it's just interesting to see that spectrum too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I guess I don't know if do you think that you being from like a more suburban place versus like, or I guess more of a urban suburban?
Yeah. It's like, I think it's in the middle.
Okay.
Like urban suburban.
Yeah. Do you think that has an impact on it? Because my parents are from the sticks. Like my dad.
I would think so. And I mean, the thing is, like, both of my parents have relation to like I guess rural or country kind of stuff or whatever. But no, like that.
I was just wondering. I don't know if that has.
I mean, I think that's true, because I mean, like, in my neighborhood, I don't remember ever seeing an RV. Like,
true.
And it's not to say that we wouldn't go on trips or do stuff like that, but the idea of we're gonna go spend time in the woods wasn't really a thing. Like, the only time I remember camping, quote unquote camping, was like for my cousin's, I don't know, birthday party as a kid, and we slept in the backyard.
That's cute.
In DC. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't even like we were in a tent, but we were in the backyard in DC. So it wasn't like, I mean, there are woods and things in DC or whatever, but it's not, we didn't go far away. Like, we could have, I'm tired of this, I'm going inside. Like, or I'm trying to think of other experiences of quote unquote camping. Okay, so this may be specific to people who grew up in the DMV area or whatever, but as a kid, Camp Schmidt. Yeah, so like Camp Schmidt.
If you're from the DMV area, you know Camp Schmidt, let us know.
Yeah.
Those
so
memories.
Yeah, you know.
Is it still open?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway. The last I heard, there was something going on. But anyways, Camp Schmidt was my experience of like camping.
Yeah.
Which was, again, I would say my first experience, because I experienced other things like that.
Yeah.
But we went to this place in the woods and we slept in some cabins.
Yeah.
That was
felt like you were doing something.
Right, and that was probably once.
Yeah.
So it was one time, like, oh, cool, we're out in the woods.
This is fun.
And the only reason it was probably cool is because you were with your friends. Yeah. And you were probably doing silly, dumb stuff. Yeah. But like, that was it.
Yeah.
There was no other opportunity. Not to say that there weren't any other opportunities, but that wasn't a thing. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this whole experience for me is definitely new and different. And then also finding out that people really are interested and like love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Like, love the outdoors kind of stuff to like the fullest extreme.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool because, again, all you typically see in the media, and I would even say culturally speaking, you know, black people are like, nah, that's white people stuff.
Yeah, that is a common phrase.
That's white people stuff. And so, and
no offense to our white,
not at all. I mean, you know,
it's just a thing. Like,
it's just a thing.
And I also feel like black people have an interesting, I keep saying this, relationship with nature.
Yeah.
Right. Even though we're so like, okay, slavery was a thing. Yeah. Okay. So it's not like we could be out in the indoors actually enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we still honored it and we still saw it as sacred, as sacred. Like, we know how to create medicines out of plants and things like that. Right. Like, very smart, very wise, right? Yeah. And that's, you know, knowing the earth, learning it, using the resources you have available to you. But at the same time, you know, when you think about oppression and things like that, one of the, even though it's joked about, like, even within my family, one of the main things that, like, my uncle jokes about is like, oh, y'all up in a tree somewhere, like, and even it's a dark joke and it's inappropriate, we know. But the fear is like, oh snap, like, are we going to be safe out there? Which is why we even released that first video about being black and RVing, right? And our fears. Yeah. Because for a long time, people were being lynched. People were being, there was safety in numbers. So, like, for us to go out, by ourselves into nature is kind of radical for some people, which makes sense. And so a lot of people think that black people don't RV, they don't camp, they don't fish, they don't, and that's not, that could be further from the truth. Like, black people are RVing, black people are in nature, black people are hiking, black people are canoeing, they are camping under the stars in tents, like, and I think it's beautiful that we have the technology we have now with YouTube, with Facebook, with
like Instagram,
stuff, where it's becoming more visible. Yeah. We're able to see, like, oh snap, this person looks like me and they're enjoying themselves in nature. Like, maybe I can maybe I can try that, you know, or even feeling like they have to fit into this mold of like, oh, I have to have this, you know, house and this like huge RV with all these like, and you don't, like, some people are living in their vans, like literally like a van, like with the sliding door, and making it work and living a more free lifestyle than some of us are back at home. And that's one of the reasons why, that's one of the reasons why we chose to do it. Like, we don't have a house. This is our house. Like, and our rent here is way cheaper than it would be back at home. And again, it depends on where you live. So, you know, decide for yourself, like, if that's a good investment for you or not. But for us, it's like, okay, we were at a place where we were considering moving into another place from where we were living before. And we just couldn't afford it. And so this RV affords us the opportunity, the space, and the margin to be able to travel and also do the things we want to do. You could get a job on the road. Like, there are things that you can do to live the life that you want to live. So I guess my point is, the answer to the question is yes. Black people RV. We're out here. There are a lot of other channels out there also. Check them out. One of them, I guess I should put it in the comments or something, but because I don't want to name anybody and forget anybody. But there are a lot of families.
We'll list some.
Yeah. Three off the top of my head. Okay. Two off the top of my head. Thomas Family Life. Yes. They're amazing. Our Soul Agenda. And there's another couple. This is what I'm afraid. There's another couple. There's another black couple. There's another black couple out there who's doing van life, and if you're not familiar with van life, it's really cool. We just couldn't do it. We gave a whole reason about that. We did a video on that before. But they're out there traveling, and there are tons of families who are doing that. Oh yeah, there's another family called, like, I don't know, like the Black Family or something. Oh, maybe. Anyway, like, my point is,
we can provide their resources and stuff.
Yes. And which brings us to another point.
Oh, yeah.
We actually have created a Facebook group for Black RVers. And so it's called Black RVers, but you could be van life, bus life,
it's
nomadic.
Really any nomadic life. And it's also,
or if you're interested in it.
I was gonna say, and it doesn't have to mean that you're strictly full time. So you could be, what is it, like, part-time, weekend warriors,
seasonal.
Yeah, whatever. Like, you're just interested in that, the culture.
Or if you just RV on vacation.
Yeah, you know.
We just wanted to create a space. Like, one of the reasons why we started this channel, and one of the reasons why we reached out to other organizations as well, was to create more visibility for Black people in nature. Some of the things that we wanted to do fell through, just being honest. It didn't seem like it was very urgent for them. to really kind of push that message, like, yo, Black people are in
nature and
in nature
like that,
too. But again, there are other groups like that, like Outdoor Afro. They have different locations. I feel like they're located on the East and West Coast, but I'm pretty sure they do stuff in between.
Right.
There are other resources too. If you're from the Latinx experience, there are, even if you're a Native American, maybe, or indigenous, people belong to the indigenous peoples. Sorry, I'm trying to be politically correct.
Yeah.
You can correct me, it's fine. So there are so many groups that had to create groups for themselves as opposed to being backed by larger organizations. And it makes sense because that's how people who have been marginalized had to do everything anyway, right? We had to create our own.
It's not new.
Yeah. And also, there are also other Black, sorry, I meant to mention this. There is also another Black RVers group and organization. NARVA, NAARVA, National African American RV Association. Anyway, they exist. They're there. And usually, and what I've seen is, we haven't been able to make it to any of their stuff.
Yeah, because our route and schedule has already been planned out for a while. So.
And we still plan on doing that eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
But it seems like it's more geared toward, I guess, like older people who are retired. And again, I'm sure that's not the case for everybody, which is fine. But we just wanted to create a group for people to come and to ask questions, to we're figuring stuff out. We want to be able to share it. And we want to better communicate and connect with you guys. We also want to have meetups and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And I figure it'd be way more organized just to do it.
And
like
easier.
In a group.
To figure out, where's
everybody at?
A convenient location for us to meet and timelines and stuff like that. Because everybody has different schedules and stuff. So it would be a lot easier, to use a resource like that to try to work together and communicate with one another. So.
Even like somebody was commenting about like a green book, like having a green book. And for those who don't know, it's like safe spaces for Black people, essentially. And so and it's historical. You can do like the research. It's a thing. And in many cases, we still kind of need that. We still we reached out, like I said, to other organizations trying to partner with them to bring Black people closer into their scope and not just like be token, but like, yo, Black people out here doing it. But they weren't trying to, it didn't seem like they were really that interested. And it's fine. Whatever, we just figure out something else. But in the meantime, we just wanted to create the safe space for everybody to talk, to meet up, to ask for help, advice. People might how do I change the oil in my
or how do I dump, or how do
I dump,
where places to go to stay overnight, boondock or whatever, or any suggestions of things like RV resources and things like that. It would just be a good place to share and communicate those things. And again, it's not to say like if you are currently involved in like in another RV organization or something that is, we'll say, multicultural or like predominantly white. That doesn't mean we're saying like forget them. No, this is just if you're
for us, by us.
If you're interested in that, if that's what you're curious about, if you're trying to have like a stepping stone or a place to start, and maybe because you're used to hearing, oh no, that's white people stuff, maybe this will be helpful or a helpful resource to help you get into it and be like, okay, this is cool, and now I can go out and feel more comfortable on my journey.
And you might make friends along the way.
And
or
so
like a caravan or something.
Exactly. So it's not to say like
no pressure.
Like we don't like white people. No. That's not at all what we're saying at all. But this is just a resource to help. It's more convenient and helpful for us. So
and if you want to join, I mean, it's free. It's just a Facebook group and an Instagram page.
Black RVers?
Black RVers. Okay. And I'll put the information wherever, if you're listening to this or like watching this. I'll put the information there where you can join. I mean, while, again, even if you're thinking about it, you can still join. If you're still trying to test the waters or whatever, like you can still join. Please feel free. I just really want to be able to connect with everybody on it's hard to connect on Facebook comments. Like it's like you're trying to respond to everybody and figure out where everybody is, and it's just a lot. So we just want to have a safe space where people won't be trolled or like, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, because then we can just you gotta go. It's a safe place. A warm environment, welcoming people from all like ages, backgrounds, whatever. If you Black and you want to RV and come join. So Yeah.
So yeah, we just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully, if it's something you're interested in, take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. But until next time, guys.
Till next time.
I'm Miles.
I'm Fox.
And thanks for joining us in the Fox and Miles adventures.
Yes.
So until next time, see you guys.
Bye.